Turns out, Angkor Wat was just a small part of the largest settlement in the pre-industrial world. And arguably, the Khmer's greatest achievement was not their temples, but what they could do with water.
So what we can see down here is the West Barai. This is the largest reservoir in the Khmer Empire and holds about 50 million cubic meters of water. Absolutely massive.
How was this created? Did they dam up a certain part of it, or was this all hand dug?
A little bit of both.
I mean, when you think about 16 square kilometers of a reservoir in the 12th century, that's a huge engineering feat.
The engineering here is unparalleled. You don't see it really anywhere else in the pre-industrial world on this kind of scale.
Turning north, we fly over ancient rice paddies whose boundaries were set 1,000 years ago.
What we can see crisscrossing the landscape here is an incredible system of water management that really doesn't exist anywhere else in the ancient world on this kind of scale.
Is that what this is right here in front of me?
Right. This is actually the main feeder line of water from the headwaters where the rain falls in the Kulen Mountains to the north and transporting it right down into the central temple district.
From the Kulen Mountains to the temples and rice fields below, this intricate scheme of 1,100 square miles of irrigation and reservoirs gave the Khmer year-round harvests. It made it possible to feed a population of up to 1 million people and brought its rulers vast wealth. From this perspective, we can clearly see how they mastered their environment and even catch a glimpse of a temple still shrouded in jungle foliage. Wow, look at this. Looks like they've actually carved out the stone of the riverbed here.
That's right, yeah. In fact, all of this area here is carved out underneath the water.
What are these symbols?
Well, the central object there is called a lingam. It's a phallic symbol, a symbol of male fertile power. The enclosure around that is called a yoni, which is a representation of female fertile power.
Is this meant to give some sort of symbolic power to the water here?
That's right. As the water flows over the top, it's imbued with this kind of ritual fertility. Then it flows down from the Kulen out into the rice fields at Angkor down below and sort of delivers that fertile power to the rice fields.
Damien tells me that these symbols would have been carved during the dry season, when the riverbed is exposed. There are hundreds of these carvings engraved here.
Bokator is a deadly martial art born in Cambodia 1,200 years ago. It was part of the Khmer warriors' everyday training, and it was designed for killing the opponent. Today, Bokator is one of the rarest combat arts on the planet. Most of its teachers and masters were killed in Cambodia's civil war during the 1970s. The only living grandmaster of this almost forgotten combat art is Master Shan Kim San. His school is located in the slums of Cambodia's capital. His students all come from very poor backgrounds. Some are even homeless and use the school as their home. Master Shan will be my mentor for the next 3 days, and on the 4th, I will fight his best student. The Angkor Wat Temple is in the ruins of the Khmer Empire, located in the Cambodian jungle. 1,000 years ago, over 150,000 people lived in this city. The Cambodian kingdom was the ruler of Southeast Asia from 800 AD to 1400 AD. Bokator was the Khmer kingdom's own combat art and was practiced by all its soldiers. You can still see the carvings related to this deadly art in the ruins of the temples. While contemporary Bokator fighters meet each other in the ring with a non-violent approach, in the old days everything was different. When two fighters met in the ring, a coffin was put nearby to carry the loser to his grave. Bokator is well known for its deadly use of knees and elbows. As a combat art, it has many similarities with Thai boxing. Like all other military-used combat arts, original Bokator has no rules, and it is definitely not a sport. This gives the art the advantage of being very useful in actual danger situations. When two Bokator practitioners decide to have a friendly spar, they will have to set ground rules before they fight. For example, hitting the back of the neck and attacks to the genital areas are all forbidden.
Ownឈ្មោះហ៎
David
Devin អាយុប៉ុន្មានឆ្នាំ
អាយុ22ឆ្នាំ
ហាត់ពុកតើ2ឆ្នាំ
2ឆ្នាំកន្លះ
2ឆ្នាំកន្លះឥឡូវនេះមានក្រុមអ្វី
ថ្នោត
ថ្នោត Okay Devin do you want to say something to the people in the world
ខ្ញុំចង់ដាក់ផ្ញើទៅបងប្អូនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋទាំងនៅក្នុងស្រុកខ្មែរទាំងនៅក្រៅស្រុកចង់រាមថាឲ្យយើងគ្រប់គ្រងវប្បធម៌របស់កតោយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាព្រោះឯបកតោយើងចិត្តបាត់បោកមកហើយចឹងយើងជួយគ្រប់គ្រងទាំងអស់គ្នាជួយលើកការបានជួយហាត់យើងក៏ជួយឧបត្ថម្ភឲ្យជួយដើម្បីឲ្យខ្មែរយើងមានការតស៊ូហើយឲ្យពួកគេដើម្បីហាត់ទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយយើងហាត់កីឡាដើម្បីសុខភាពដើម្បីវប្បធម៌កីឡាណាក៏វាល្អដែរប៉ុន្តែសំខាន់ផុតគឺរបស់យើងហើយបើយើងវាល្អយើងមិនបានចម្លងពីណាទេបាទហើយសូមផ្ដាំផ្ញើដល់ទៀតគេលួចចិត្តអស់ហើយសូមអរគុណ
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य